Hey everybody, Josh Assad here and Ryan Connolly from the Mosaic Real Estate team at Keller Williams, and welcome to another episode of Pieces of Western New York, where we interview cool people doing cool things that make Western New York a cooler place to be. Today we're at Wayland Brewing, and I gotta say this is one of my favorite places to hang out. I can't wait to show it to you guys. Let's go have a look. Hey everybody, so now we're inside and I'm going to talk with Brad Rowell about really what happens behind the scenes in this space. And Brad, tell me about all these different beers. There's so many.
Yeah, we have really a talented beer brewing team, and they really like to focus on each beer like kind of being it's a standalone item, and like really focusing on the quality, and then those beers all kind of fitting with this space, making all the beers really drinkable, approachable, not too many beers that are too high in alcohol, so people can have a bunch and really, spend time with their family here and,
right.
Focus on the company they're with. And, it's not just about drinking alcohol, it's about the community and the social aspect of hanging out in a brewery.
So this space is big, it's vast, it's really centrally located. We're just outside the village of Orchard Park in between Hamburg, East Aurora, right? So got a big space. How did that come into the planning of this space, and how do you see people interacting in this space coming from different areas?
Yeah, it's really great to be able to offer a lot of different experiences for people even on the same day. And we could have a wedding of 200 people, full black tie affair, commingling in this space at the same time as a 4-year-old birthday party out in the courtyard, and there's a bocce league going on, and in here, in the tap room, there could be dinner, a couple hundred people enjoying some seasonal like tap room fare, and some of our nice beers, and then you could have people kind of having a quieter evening in our house bar. So it really is a space that can be used for a lot of different ways, and we found that a lot of times it's being used in all of those ways at one time. So
yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, that's why I can come here 5 nights and have a different experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. You guys can come here for 5 nights a week.
Yep, exactly. And so we host a lot of baby showers here. We host
perfect baby.
Yeah, but baby showers are probably #1 event. So wedding showers, baby showers. We do corporate dinners. We have our suites upstairs where we can host all sorts of different smaller parties, birthday parties, and we'll do different team meetings, things like that. So we really have a lot of space, and I think it's a great space for that, and it's casual enough that it can sort of fit to mold everybody's needs.
So talk to me about this menu, right? So if you had to describe it, how would you describe this?
Yeah, so I think it's like kind of our Grange Group's take on a brewery tap room menu. So we really try to take these simple, kind of standard items. Let's say like pizza, and we do these Detroit style pizzas, or we do the Royal Sub, and we try to make sure that we use like the best technique, the best ingredients, and sort of put our version of these things out there. And I think that translates really well in this tap room, and people are really excited about sort of like the different directions we've gone in.
So this space is just one of 4 of your offerings, right? So you've got the Grange in Hamburg, you've got the Grange Outpost, and you've got West Rose.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. No, that's it right now. We are working on a catering company, but we could talk about that later.
Wow.
But we do, we have the 4 different restaurants, and this was kind of a great opportunity, something I've always been really interested in. I lived in Colorado for 6 years, and there's a big beer scene there, and I was really into that, and I ran restaurants and worked closely with breweries, so kind of fell in love with beer out in Colorado, and always had the dream of opening a brewery, and we just ended up doing a really big brewery.
It's a really big brewery.
Yeah.
So you're from here though, yeah? Aren't you from Western New York?
Yeah, I'm from Hamburg.
Okay.
And lived all until I was 20 in Hamburg, and then lived in New York City and in Colorado, and came back around 30, and eventually about 35 opened the Grange. And so, but lived in Hamburg, for 30 years.
So I see this all the time. People move away, they grow up here, they move away, and they all come back. Why does that happen?
Yeah, I always felt like I was on vacation when I was living somewhere else, and my life was really going on here. So, like when I was gone, most of my friends were still here, my family, and obviously the resurgence of the entire area has helped bring people back, and I say it's the best place in the country to live.
How did you know? So your first restaurant here was the Grange. How did you? I guess you must have picked up that there was this void and this demand for farm to table, like really quality ingredients. That didn't happen here before you opened that space. How did you know that there was a void?
Yeah, I think having spent time at Elm Street Bakery in East Aurora as the chef, I think I saw the need for and the desire for people to have a different dining experience in the South Towns, and knew that Hamburg had, because I'm from there, had a big enough population to handle it. I had a lot of my friends that lived there and who I knew were looking for those kind of experiences, and felt like we could really kind of take it to the next level as far as the dining in Hamburg. And from the day we opened, it was packed, and it's been busy ever since.
So moving back was the right decision.
Absolutely. Yeah, love living in Western New York. Love living in the South Towns as well.
What do you love about it?
Yeah, so living in the South Towns, I think one of my favorite things is the access to nature and some cultural, different cultural things like in East Aurora and with the Roycroft and the different festivals. But I think we really take advantage of the parks, do a lot of mountain biking at Spraguebrook or hiking at Chestnut Ridge. Yeah. And then, in Elginville, spend a lot of our winter skiing and snowboarding. So that's, I think there's a lot of outdoor activity, especially in the South Towns. So that's one of my favorite parts about living here.
All right, cool. So when I saw a brunch menu, when are you guys open?
So the brewery, Wayland is open 6 days a week, only closed on Tuesdays. We do lunch and brunch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh, wow. And then we do dinner Tuesday through Monday.
Man, so how many people can you have in this entire space?
Yeah, so we could have a couple hundred inside the tap room, and again a couple hundred outside on our patio, and we could have a bocce tournament going on. Yeah. Beautiful fire pits, live music occasionally.
All right. What do I have to do to get into a bocce club?
The Spring Bocce League is already started. It started this week, but yeah. The Summer Bocce League will open up towards the end of June.
Cool. Hey, Brad, I can't thank you enough for having us. Cheers.
Cheers, Josh. Thank you.
What are we drinking?
Yeah, this is Waylander. It's our German Pilsner. It's a standard or one of the classics here, and I think one of my favorite beers.
Man, it tastes great. Thank you for having us. Cheers.
Cheers, Josh.
We'll catch you next time on Pieces of Western New York. Cheers.